Here we go with this right here. More good news or whatever. That one is funny too. I ain't even click on it yet. But
But we're doing this because we are just realizing some major holes, and this woman is trying to be the president of the United States. It's relevant. They have some. Harris Family Circle has contacted me. Apparently, the family is being inundated. All right, everybody, stop the presses because somebody from the Harris Family Circle has contacted me. Apparently, the family is being inundated with calls from the press, particularly the.
this sounds like one of them. My next door neighbor's garbage man cousin. He knows him. Type
Washington
shit in our
Post.
day.
And so I know that the VP debates happened last night, but scrap that because this is all I can talk about. I'm very sorry. Plus, I got an email from a man named Moses.
Now that's
He's swearing
true.
that Kamala's paternal.
Exactly. That's what I'm getting. I'm starting to think. I don't believe in that word vibe, but that's exact. She's like they contacted her. Yada yada yada. But that's what I'm thinking. You know how they getting mad at everybody? They coming at me all day long. Like, yeah, she might need to work. Watch out.
Is Jewish, and he's not just speculating. He actually put together an entire compelling document that I'm going to show you. This is all getting extremely crazy, but we are
just you
getting
still got to be
very
careful.
close to the truth. So let's get started. Welcome back to Candace. I just truly do not know how deep this rabbit hole is going to get. The emails I am receiving from everybody are completely crazy. Crazy as in just so informative and so many surprises and twists and turns. By the way, many of you guys have been asking us to put together a visual family tree, so we're going to do that for you guys today. Plus, we're going to share with you all on our locals page a working family timeline and a working family tree so that you can see it and follow along more closely. So definitely head to locals.com and follow us there. Remember, these are all just working timelines. They're very much subject to change. If more information becomes available, we may be wrong about some things. And again, I am doing this just as a sheer investigation. If something is wrong, I reserve the right to correct it. I honestly wish that we would just have Donald Jasper Harris, sit down and answer some questions, or Kamala Harris to straighten it out for us. How could you just be purporting to be black and running around with Megan Thee Stallion, shaking her booty so you can raise money, bringing out Lil Jon, walking out to Beyonce, knowing that you are telling some very big lies? So here's the thing, what everyone agrees upon is...
They knew I was scrolling through. You see what it is? I took Vance's a woman. So all these other comments, but then all this bullshit, no, then obviously he's not talking about that. Because, why would she No, see, y'all always try to use this. Oh, she's sick. It's like, no, we're done with y'all. You worry about whoever it is that's sick. Your children's that's oh well, that's her problem. Handle your cancer like you're supposed to, or definitely we all got close family members that had cancer. You're not the only one. Like I said, my uncle, Vietnam vet, died from cancer in 2012. So, like I said, you can't, all this sickness, no. Okay, we all been through it. So a lot of us ain't had it, but she's using the my friend and da 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 da. It's like, see, you should say that comment. I got more people in my family that had cancer.
Harris is the big question mark in this family. Something is not making sense, and that something is his written piece regarding his Jamaican heritage, his Jamaican ancestry. And I'm just going to quickly remind you of what instantly flagged me as odd about that piece. Well, first and foremost, as we have said many times, he mentions both his mother and his father only once in one sentence in that piece. That is it. Just one sentence dedicated to his mother and his father. Extremely strange if you are doing a piece about your heritage. He also rather mysteriously claims that he doesn't know the ancestry at all of his grandmother, Miss Iris. Miss Iris, he writes Nay Finnegan. She wouldn't have been Nay Finnegan. She would have been Nay Allen. So that's strange to me as well. Who he writes the entire article about. The entire article is about his grandmother, Miss Iris. So the fact that he is simultaneously claiming not to know her ancestry, we just got to run that through the bank of common sense, right? I was super close with both of my grandparents. It would be utterly bizarre for me to claim that I just didn't know their ancestry. Like, that is just something that comes up if you are very close to your grandparents, as he purports to be.
Yeah, like she used the word ancestry, but it's just talking, hearing them talk, talking to you, whatever. Yeah, a lot of times they'll tell you such and such. Oh yeah, when we was, it's just anything, or it's just talking. Or if you're close to them, you had to be there with them. Not had to, babies being babysat. You hear them talking to their friends and family, other, your great uncle, whatever, their brothers and sisters.
He says Miss Iris raised him, and she was, Christiana Brown, Miss Chrissy raised him, and they were fortified and they were strong, and he learned.
Yeah, family reunions, all that. We don't call it ancestry. You just, who Uncle so and so is, Uncle Dave, and really that's your great uncle. That's your grandma, but it's just really just Uncle Dave to everybody.
All of these lessons from them, and yes, on Miss Iris, she just very quickly mentions that her ancestry is unknown to him. He also, in the piece, very obviously declines to mention all of his many siblings and half-siblings. Only mentions one sibling. Her name is Enid Harris, and we know that he has at least 5. And regarding Enid Harris, we have not yet been able to find anything about her. Now, it is plausible that she got married and now has a different last name, and that's why we can only chase so many rabbits down the hole, but we have not been able to just verify who Enid Harris actually is from his piece. So we've got a sibling who he mentions that we can't find at all, and then about 5 siblings that we can find who he doesn't have anything to say about. So that's interesting. So here is what happened earlier today and why we are so late today on the podcast. We received an email from someone that was purporting to be a very close family friend of somebody in Kamala's family. Now, of course, we instantly fleshed this out, researched the person on Facebook, and it looked pretty legit right off the bat that this person could plausibly be a close family friend to the Harris family. I'm going to be scant on the details here because we've not yet been able to get on the phone, hoping that will happen later tonight, with the actual Harris relative. But the conversation that we had with the friend of was incredibly interesting. He basically said that this particular Harris family member would like to talk, that they have been watching the series, paying attention to it, and they have some things that they would like to clarify and some things that they would like to say. And I instantly said, of course, that's exactly what we have been waiting for.
And then, another thing. Nah, I know every family, white or black, Mexican, you got stuff that comes out that y'all didn't know y'all whole lives. Y'all could be 70 years old. And she's doing actual research and her people are doing actual research. And it's not cleaning it up. Think about it. And really, especially by the 80s, secrets that come out, secrets. And I ain't even talking about famous secrets. I'm talking about, in your own family. Especially, like I said, when you're a kid. Like with our generation, my cousins, well, I don't know. I guess because it's gang stalking, nobody talk to me no more. There might be some secrets with my, cousins I've known since we was in diapers. But I just don't think there's no secrets like that no more. By the 80s, I always thought we thought they was married or anything. Yeah, that's a common one. Finding out that, your auntie or your great aunt was laid up with Uncle so and so when they just been laid up all year. Oh yeah, one of them died. And the man died, and your relative might be the female, and her children, your cousins, are upset. They're grown, and because their mama don't have anything, and they all this time they thought they was married and had insurance and and now they can barely even bury them, and they're asking all of us. I'm not telling family business. Well, I don't know. Now they gotta ask everybody for money and And then on top of that, they thought that I'm a kid. You're a kid. Stuff like that. And the church gotta help, and everybody gotta help just to even bury them. come to find out all these years they thought their mom and dad was married and that. Yeah, the rest of the family thought Uncle, Cephas and Auntie, Louise or whatever, whatever Auntie, Auntie Jane, they ain't been married the whole time. All these years they've been together since the 50s or whatever. This is 1983. But yeah, there's other things. Not only, but my point is, just because y'all, even though you might be, and these would, this could be kids, and just because the kids are now 60 something years old, that don't mean they know everything. Because why would they even think to do research? And remember, the genealogy and all that stuff, as far as the internet, is a new thing. So this ain't even about the fact that she lied. What I'm saying is the fact, even though you're a relative, you see stupid people. How you gonna tell the family member that like everybody exactly, especially y'all. Hey, I guess I am talking about even my own family. Yeah, there's this shit that comes out, and a lot of times usually has to do after something medical happens, somebody pass away or whatever, illness or whatever, all that type of shit. So, but obviously the person ain't called yet. So I guess we gotta wait till tomorrow, see what goes down.
Before, we're not doing this.
Or maybe he called during. Let's see.
At the fact that she is pretending to be black, like that is like.
And so this so-called, this family member is mad. I just wanted to point that out and make, get y'all mad. But seems like the one who contacted her and started all this shit ain't even called back yet. But we'll see tomorrow what goes down.